top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports. San Francisco 49ers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fights through him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now an option play on second down. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field and quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry now for Gus Edwards. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Purdy from the gun. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he goes out right around the 39. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's the guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Purdy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing here, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. There goes a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one's sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Calais Campbell on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Purdy now to throw.
And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An option handoff. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 10. 2:15 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete.
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.